Here we go, Tom. Last few steps. Let's go to the implosion and place our ingot and our industrial TNT. And there goes everything. Really? Okay then. Now let us make the nano saber, because damage is good. Iridium reinforced, energy flow, laptron and platinum. We have the iridium, so let us pick the platinum, the energy flow and the laptron. And I don't have a bench. Oh my, really? Such a shame. Supposed to all this as it's supposed to be, and here we are. We now have a nano saber without charge. But that's not the main event. The main event is right here. It is ta-da! The Quantum Switch Body Armor. It costs so much, but here we are, finally. Now let us charge these beauties. Let's place the nano saber to charge it real fast, and then the body armor. Go. Yes, it's ready. Now let's equip it, and now we are buffered. All I need to do now is hold the Industrial Craft to alternated mode and boost, and my configs are not right. Here we go. I see to alternative mode, boost key equals nothing. Again, show up that just deafening around is I2 switch mode and boost equals jetpack. Yay! And as you can see, the hover mode of the quantum jetpack is a lot more hover than the vanilla one. So now we have power, we have defense, we have almost everything what needs to go there. Here's my teleporter, already set it with the coordinates and some switch to stop wasting energy, because this takes so much energy already. Let us grab what's missing. Let's grab our mining laser and a bow, just because we may need it. Some arrows, we have some potions, got some food, and it's a trip to face the dragon. Aren't we forgetting something? Like Ender, Eye of the Ender? How are we gonna go to there if you don't have it? Now let's run and let us go. Go. And here we are. A teleportation just to the right place. place the Eye of Enders. Quieto. And here we go. Ready or not? Let's go. Oh, there you are. Come back here. Sneaky little one, huh? I'll show you. Come here, face me. Oh yeah. Take this, take this. Come back here. Okay then. Running, are you? What? There is more? You can say this is the worst fighting the dragon ever. What the hell? Holy crap. What the fuck is something? Die, you evil criminal! And the worst battle ever against the Ender Dragon goes to me. Now let's collect our prize. That I placed something to prevent that. What doesn't matter. This is it. I have killed the dragon. It was easier than I expected, but it's okay. I don't think you should do this earlier, not so late in the game. The fault is all mine. Now here we can collect everything alone and peace, like the end stone to get more easy helium and this beautiful tungsten ore that we need so much for our manganese and other stuffs. There is also this soda, but don't have much use, and there should be, so you can touch it. I don't care. Not anymore. Oh, there's one here. The last one. Now let us end the game. Really? Go back home. Crack the rules and you don't want this. What can I say about this red rose? So poetic. So much philosophy. But let us press ask and get out of this. We are back to our home with our prize, the dragon egg, which we can use with the dragon egg siphon to have a huge infinite supply of power. just half extreme voltage. But this is my last. This will be my last thing I'm gonna show you, and I'll have my final speech. Let us grab our wrench. Let us put that way, since I didn't use any of them. We have our solder light. Aluminium dust. Where did it come from? Our tungsten, our endstone, and olivine. Let's grab our tools. One player once, a little time ago, asked me to make that he was curious to see a setup of teleportation and the setup of a fusion reactor. But I am sorry, I will not do this. I will not do I will not build a fusion reactor. I simply don't have the resource or the will to do such thing. And to be quite frank, it's not required. If you look for in YouTube, you see a lot of videos with people showing and tell you how to build fusion reactors, automate it, and all the stuff. So there is no need for me to cover it. The only thing I still need to cover that are just as you. So I made the teleportation and explained it, but the teleporter can also teleport interdimensions. But as you can see, it is not up. The reason for this is actually very simple. It needs a catalyst for such teleportation, and believe me or not, it is the dragon egg. You need the dragon egg to teleport through dimensions. I believe Craig made this so it would avoid people getting to the end without going through all the steps. As you see, there is nothing here. So let us place the dragon egg just nearby the teleporter. And now we have the option to dimensions. That's the way you travel to another dimension using the teleporter. But be aware that this is risky. You should always and only teleport to a place you have already been. If not going being there, there is a great danger of you ending in some wall, and there is no way of getting out, getting on lava on such thing. And as you just saw, I can put any value of dimension, so this is also risky, because if you put a dimension that do not exist, the game will create one, but that it's a one way only. I had tried to go to the Nether in the test world, and I did go, but the place didn't load it around me. Even logging out and on again, the place created, but I have no way to get out. I even tried to build another portal, but it didn't light up. I could not return, so the only way to return was to kill myself. So be aware. If you are the first one to get the dragon egg, you have the energy for it and the teleportation. If you don't, buzzers. But this is how it works. Maybe if you ask nicely, or if the admin allows, you can have a dragon egg for teleportation, because as you know or not, if you play, there can be only one dragon Sifu energy on the server. Any other after the first will immediately explode in a huge explosion, and doesn't matter the dimension. if you have one in the overworld, one in another, when you go back, the the one that was unloaded will load it and explode. Well then, we have reached the end. This is the end of the Awaken Nightmare, Season 2. The reason for this name is quite simple. I played a lot of, not say a lot, but a good amount of Minecraft and modded Minecraft. I play Industrialcraft, Buildcraft and other modes like Tinker's Construct, even some Manufacturer Reloaded and stuff. And then my friend told me about this Gregtech, that he would be want to see to adapt the game to make the server more difficult and more giving the game more lifetime. But I say, hell no, look at this. All these recipes are so huge, expensive, and look how this change. No, let's not pick it. And we did not pick it. But my curiosity got over me, and I started playing with it, Gregtech, on 1.5. And even though everything was harder, it was more rewarding because you need to work more to get the same things as before, but you feel rewarded by that because you become a lot more stronger. Your resources start to give you more material than before. And when I continued to play it, that was the season 1 of one Awaken Nightmare that Gregtech was to me. Then when the version to 1.6 got pipes and filters, I decided it's time to hit the 1.6, and I did it. As you see on the beginning, I started the season 2 with a survival single player, Ice 2, Gregtech, and a lot of mods to make Gregtech less harsh. But as I played and new versions of Gregtech come out, I found out that I started to feel that Gregtech was becoming a standalone mod. The pipes took the function of the Buildcraft pipes. Then there is the filter, which did the same thing, and me and my friend was already agreed not to use queries, so Buildcraft was just a nuisance. So I started to remove things from the mod pack, as you see. And the more I play, the more I feel I could try to automate and do everything Gregtech, because every place I look at about Gregtech, there was always other modes and Gregtech, not only Gregtech. Gregtech was only the second or third mod, not the primary one, for obvious reason. Then on the episode 25, as you see, this mod pack become a Ice 2 and Gregtech core only. I still have equivalent exchange tree and have the extra utilities, but as I hardly use it after that, I guess I just forget about them. I try to make everything so Gregtech only that I stop using it. It was really fun to play with this game. It is hard, it's harsh, but it's fair. You work hard, you get your reward. I have not mined for a long time, all because of the plants and all the stuff, and even with Greg Hammer breaking my work line every almost 2 or 3 new versions. It's now stable. The version for 1.7 is somewhere close. Today the Chicken Bones Nay has been released, and that was a requirement for Greg to go back to work on his port. So pretty soon, I cannot say soon, could be 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, we have the version for 1.7, and that will make the version for 1.6. This one almost make this version could be almost forgotten by other players. So that's one reason for put the end to the Let's Play, because soon people will forget about this, and I'm kind of tired of it. I play old games. Maybe, I don't know. At some point I had the intention of restarting this, because as you have saw, I passed through so many versions of Gregtech, and I saw that I could build things that no longer need to be built, got things that make different, like they had alloy instead of redstone, and that's a big change. The rubber from structured reactor to be structured to pulp, and then smelted, it's another one. We have a lot of changes, and those changes are game changing, sometimes game breaking even. That's why I ended with this single-use battery, since we can no longer make this. We have to use the Gregtech reusable battery. So, perfect. As the sun set, this is the end of this. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I enjoy it, playing with and discovering new things, think around to resolve problems, and the information I shared with you maybe help you in the future. Like the biggest one just ago, the Tesseract was a really something. The new process of Gregtech is also another one, and other small things. So thank you all for watching. I will leave the map and the mods and the config to be downloaded on the description. And of course I'm gonna place my hammer in a place so you can grab it. I'm not cruel as Greg. And suggestion or thought or comment, please be free to say it. This is only signing off with the default texture of Sphax. This will be the last time I do this, because I have a legit count. I didn't use because I didn't want to mess with the system more than already is with 2 different numbers to have a 31. And maybe see you again sometimes.